middle at 41 something, or 40, maybe it was 40 inches. I can't remember what it was.
Yours 42?
Mine was?
Yeah, what was yours?
Mine was 42-1. Yeah.
Did you surprise yourself when you went 42-1?
No, I had my goal going into the testing was to break the record, so I knew I had to get at least to get above a 41. So I was right around that range, and I was able to get a little bit higher, so that was good.
When you look at all the things you can do offensively, I mean, you feel like that you can make the defense confused, because if you're lining up even end line as in a 12 personnel, it's in a lot of cases it's more like a 13, and you can run 13 plays despite being in a 12.
Right.
Do you feel like how advantageous is that for you personally and for the offense?
I think for the offense it's going to be a big advantage for us because we have a lot of guys that can make big plays. We got TJ, we have Brandon Smith, we have Amir Smith-Marset, we got even some freshmen that I've heard that can play a little bit. So obviously I haven't been able to see them yet, but we have guys that can make big plays and stretch the field. So it's going to be want to be one of those things where you're going to have to pick your poison and what you're going to try to defend the most. And and then that's where our offensive coordinator comes in and he decides where he wants to go with their weakness. So it's going to be a fun game to play, and I feel like we have a lot of weapons to play that game with. So
what do you expect from defenses next season after what you accomplished this past year?
I expect defenses to try to play hard with our tight ends. TJ had a good season last year. I was able to catch some balls. So I'm sure defenses are going to focus on our tight ends. Even the history of our program, we use our tight ends a lot. So as that's expected towards the end of the season, people were starting to do that. So I think but that'll give room for a lot of different other people, like Nick Easley and those receivers that we have to open things up for them also. And like I was kind of touching on before, when that happens, then that opens different things up in our offense also, including with the run game and everything like that. So.
How much physically do you feel like you're better than you were at this time last year?
I feel like I'm a lot stronger than last year. From last year around this time, I put on about 10 pounds of good weight. So I'm feeling good there. I feel like I've gotten faster. So, obviously that's all attributed to our Coach Doyle's strength program. So I definitely I feel bigger but more lean at the same time. So it's definitely a good feeling. I'm feeling healthy and everything like that. So.
What do they tell you that you need to work on the most?
Who specifically? Honestly, they just tell me, I just keep working on everything. They don't want me to get complacent, as I don't want to get complacent with myself. So they feel like I can improve on all aspects of my game, including with leadership, different things like that. So they just tell me, they always encourage me to keep working and keep pressing forward. So.
You talking about fit and how Iowa was right. How much of that was the way they do use their tight ends? You knew you were going to get used to.
Yeah, that was a big part for me. Obviously, I don't want to go to a school and they don't use their tight ends very much. So coming to Iowa was obviously, it was a no-brainer for me, with how much they do use their tight ends. So it ended up working out though. So.
I think in the previous spring ball, we asked Akram Wadley if he had a number in mind for how many yards he would rush for. He said 1,400, which is extraordinarily specific, but that was accurate. Do you have a number in mind? I need 60 catches, I want 12 touchdowns this year? Or?
No, sir. My number in mind is just to do what I can for my team, to be honest. I guess I don't really have a number. I just want to put my team first so we can get wins this year. So I don't have a specific, touchdowns I want to reach or yards I want to run for or anything like that. So just working. That's all I can say. So
I'm sure you're way more comfortable than you were, say, 2 years ago as a true freshman. But you look at the way the offense is, the potential for explosive plays, the potential to get chunks of yards rather than blades of grass. My words, not yours. In what ways, how much better can this offense be, especially in the passing game, from what it was 2 years ago?
I think our offense is continually growing. I feel like even from when Coach Bryan got moved to offensive coordinator, we've grown a bunch since then. So, with that being said, I feel like that growth won't stop just by how our coaches push us and how they, won't accept mediocrity. So, in practice, so I feel like with them doing that, we have no choice but to go up as an offense. So with doing that, it's our job to execute the plays that are called, and it's our job to work and grind so that we can do that. So a lot of it's put on us, but our coaches do their job, obviously, of pushing us in that direction. So.
What about Nate's like decision making and speed with which he makes decisions? Has that gotten better?
Oh, that's gotten. I mean, he was good as it was, but he's getting to a point now where it's like some of the time I don't even see the ball coming until it's at my face because he's quick with it and he gets it out of the pocket. So obviously he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, and he's working out, and I mean he's a quarterback and about as big as me. He's a big guy, so I feel like he's obviously progressed as itself alone, and he's been doing a really good job with that, and I feel like he's gotten a lot better also. So.